Richard, great to see you. Thanks very much for joining us ahead of what is a very exciting day for you tomorrow. A big race ride on Great Ambassador. You must be delighted to be back on board him after what was a very nice success at Newmarket, and then he's since backed that up. So he's just a sprinter going from strength to strength this season.
Yeah, he's really improving. Arguably could well have won the Stewards Cup if he was drawn the right side, but he's been doing everything right of late, and Ed seems to have really clicked with him, and he's a horse on the upgrade.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, he came from Brace Beckett into Ed, and they obviously were running him over the wrong trips last year, and he is a sprinter. What do you think has been the key to him? Is it changing tactics, or what is it? Was he just sort of matured now, and you're getting the best out of him?
Possibly. He's a very relaxed horse, so maybe he gives people the different vibes at home. I've only ever had the one experience on him, and he was a push button ride. As you say, at Newmarket, it was lovely. He just came through the field really well, and they seem to have found the key to him, and it's been working well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the task at hand tomorrow, another big field handicap, and as you say, he probably should have won the Stewards Cup if he had been better positioned. You come in here with a £5 penalty. What do you think in terms of this race and the way it pans out? Do you feel like this will see him to best effect again?
Yeah, I mean, these big field handicaps, they are notoriously a cavalry charge. There's so many runners that the draw then becomes part of it. We're lucky this time we're drawn right next to our main competitor, whereas the last day he was sort of drawn out by himself with the horses that got involved. And it should set up well for him. Plenty to aim at, nice bit of pace. Mr. Walker's got another horse in there. So I'm hopeful it'll be the sort of race that will set up well for him.
Yeah, you touched on the draw. There's been a lot of debate about where you want to be drawn in a air on the sprint course, and many say high is where you want to be. You're drawn in 1. Does that not concern you too much then?
No, not really. Usually with these races, it's pace that helps with the draw biases. We'll know a little bit more later today with the Bronze Cup being run, whether there's ground biases. But as long as we get horses to drag us into the race, that's what I find more important. And I also prefer to be one or the other. If you're drawn 14, 15 in the middle, then you sort of have to decide which side you're going to go. Whereas we're in 1, it is what it is, and we'll go and ride our race from there.
And you obviously know what it takes to win this race. Back in 2019, wasn't it, Angel Alexander? That came from the other side on stall 24. Was that a similar type of thing? It was just sort of pace to aim at, or was it a completely different type of horse that you were riding on that day?
Yeah, he probably is a very different horse. I was expecting that race to set up a soft ground for that horse. So I sort of went into the race very relaxed, thinking the rain hasn't came. We'll do it, see how we go. And the horse ran the race of a lifetime, and it was perfect. We had one horse to aim at. It gave us a lead down to the furlong and a half, and my lad really did put in a career best. He never matched it, and that Tom had him spot on for that day.
Yeah, so Great Ambassador, the proverbial, looks like a group horse in a handicap tomorrow. His future, considering he won the race that Starman won last year, looks to be in pattern races beyond this. Would you think?
That's what it looks like at the moment. Of course, he's walking the walk at the moment, but tomorrow's a big test. As you say, we got the penalty. It he does have a chunk of weight. We're worse off with Comanche Falls, but he's doing everything right, so we can't knock him. And he's a great ride to be picking up with Tom going down to Newbury.
Yeah, brilliant. It's, as we discussed the last time, you're getting some great rides with Ed Walker, Sir Michael Stout, with a lot. So it's great to see you on him tomorrow. So all we can say is best of luck with it and hope it all pans out the way that you want it to in what is, as you say, a cavalry charge. But at 11-2, I think he looks quite a nice price as it stands.
Well, I mean, he gave me a great ride the first day I rode him, so hopefully we can match it. And you know, it is a cracking race to win, and it would be lovely to win it again.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, let's hope you maintain that unbeaten record on him. And thanks very much for joining us today.